Today's show is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. I'm talking about the top-rated sportsbooking app in all of North America. Baby, we saying they safe, secure, and my personal favorite, reliable, baby. And some of the fun that you can, participate in with DraftKings are same game parlays, man. When you're looking at a matchup and you're like, you know what? I think I want to tap in with that. I like the over on this, but I like the points to hit with that. Well, guess what? Baby, DraftKings gives you all of that flexibility right there. Not only same game parlays, but you also got player prop bets as well. Like I said, a lot of versatility for you in terms of how you would like to indulge. But more importantly, with anything that we do, we got a promo code for you, baby. Yeah, it's simple. For the new customers out there, you bet $5, you get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you use the promo code Moats. It is that simple for all my new users out there, all right? Download the app, make your bet, put your promo code in there, and get what you're supposed to receive, baby. But I also understand that at times you might develop a gambling problem. It happens. If you're in New York, there's a number that you could text. But for everybody else, the digits to dial are 1-800-GAMBLER. Told y'all, man, in terms of the Browns, man, Dillon Gabriel, right, did have his first start. So did want to go back and just kind of briefly look at how he did, man, in terms of in his first start, because like I said, man, we will see them. Oh, excuse me, wrong graphic, but we will be seeing good old Cleveland this week, man, and more importantly, we'll be seeing my man Dillon Gabriel. But 19 for 33, 190 yards, 2 touchdowns in the matchup, had 2 rushes, 5 yards, right? Sacked twice. And one of the things that I will say, though, when I was watching Dillon, a lot of the Tua flavor, a lot of that quick, release, getting it off, rhythmic type passer, man, which I do think for us, it could create some issues, but at the same time, it also creates some opportunities, because when those dudes are trying to get that ball out fast, trying to be on schedule, you're not always processing what you're supposed to be processing and seeing everything that you're supposed to see. So that is some of the things that, to me, I thought showed when you were watching Dillon Gabriel in this Vikings matchup. But to me, man, Dillon early on, it had me asking myself, like, all right, do y'all, because first off, if y'all watched the game, right, it was early in the morning, but if you watched the game, were y'all at any point watching Dillon and saying, have the Browns found their quarterback? Let me know in the comment section, because there were some moments I'm just like, okay, Dillon, you kind of got to move it a little bit. Okay, Dillon, you kind of slinging this rock around a little bit, but I don't know. Maybe it was just me, because like I said, it was super early in the morning. All right. And it was a victory bye week. So, I woke up to the wake and bake. You know how we do it over there. You know what I'm saying? Research gang. Wow. But yeah, I was looking. I'm just like, I don't know. But he kind of slinging his rock a little bit, man. He had a couple of like tight window throws too. So I'm like, maybe it was just me. But how did y'all feel about Dillon Gabriel? Did y'all have anything that y'all said was like, yo, I kind of was impressed by this dude right here, man? X Concept says it was a lot of short, quick passes. We need to pressure him, and our DBs need to tackle the screens. I like it. Ooh, now Frank K says no, he wasn't buying it. He ain't believe it. He says he could at least manage the game, but nah, not a starter by any means, in his opinion. I could dig it, man, because I was like, yo, he has some stuff where I'm like, yo, if you're coming out here thinking that this is a layup because it's Dillon Gabriel, he'll come out here and beat you. That for sure was what I felt watching it. I'm like, I ain't saying it's a world beater, but you act like that thing, you can just go out there and, we'll turn it over 2-3 times. Oh, man, we worry about that. I think it will get after you a little bit, man. Shout out to Noriega, man. Trust me, baby. I'm with you, man. We always team should do over here. All right, you know that. But I was trying to be, I was like, yo, let me be fair. I was like, I'm gonna watch him, and I'm not gonna watch him with the mindset of this is supposed to be Shador out here. I was like, I'm just gonna truly just watch him to see what it looks like, right? Just what he looks like. And I do feel like, man, he has some moments where I'm like, yo, I've seen Tua do this. I've seen Tua pre Tyreek Hill what that looked like, and then you put a Tyreek Hill in there, and it's like, whoa, this offense is scoring a lot of points now. Dang, the way you slinging this rock around, man, you really cutting it up. So that part to me, it did kind of stand out. That part to me did kind of make me feel like, all right, I know Stefanski know how to cook it up. The two-time coach of the year. I know he know how to do what he's doing, but I don't know all the way, man. I don't know all the way. But part of me does feel like Dillon is decent. I ain't gonna say good, but he's decent. Now, I also wonder, just as I try to not be biased towards Dillon, because Noriega, you're not the only one. I'm not a fan of I'm not a fan of Landon. All right, I'm with you. I think it's cringe. I think it's a little bit more doctored. I think it's not as authentic. Okay, as it tries to come off, and I think that's what really makes you just like, I'm good on this, bro. I ain't hearing this, bro. I'm cool. And they got a little bit of that front runner in them as well. And I'm just like, I'm cool on it. So I dig it. I definitely dig it. And yes, I understand that Dillon Gabriel was a super duper senior, right? My man was in school for a long time. Okay. I already know. He got that KP on him. He got that Kenny on him because Kenny was a super senior as well. You like, bro, how long you been in college, bro? You about 30. All right. So I get it. I do. But when you watch him and just, when you're thinking about some of these other quarterbacks out here, I'm like, could it have been worse? I think that's why I left out. I was like, yo, it could definitely have been. They could have had a worse option than Dillon Gabriel out there. Dillon wasn't like completely trash. Now, he wasn't nice, but he won't trash. And I think that's kind of where I left at. Now, hopefully that either stays like that or I leave out of this weekend saying, yeah, he's completely trash. I hope for that. I think that would make it a great weekend for everybody if we're like, yo, Dillon Gabriel was trash after Sunday and we win. Okay. Trash and we win. Okay. But that's the part for me where it was just kind of like, I think Dillon, for it to be your first start on the road abroad, I ain't hate it. That's all. Didn't hate it. Didn't love it. Make sure I emphasize that. Did not love it, but didn't hate it. So shout out to Dillon. All right.